Good morning, student. Today we teach about an introduction to the terminal of lesson number 8. An introduction to the terminal. In the previous chapter, we look at how to operate a computer with Ubuntu Linux OS operating system. In this chapter, we will introduce you to Terminal Gedit text editor. We will see how to manipulate files and directories. We will have a look at GNOME image viewer, region box, music player, totem movie player, and GIMP image editor. An introduction to the terminal. If you want to use the CLI in Ubuntu, there are two choices. You may use one of the six text mode virtual terminals in Ubuntu by pressing Ctrl plus Alt plus Fn key combination where N is the terminal number. If we have already started a graphical session, we may also have a CLI session running as a GUI window. It provides a CLI environment inside a GUI window. It provides much more attractive display and allows us to have multiple terminals. Other GUI programs on the screen can consi- uh, con- at the same time. It allows us to resize and pre-position the windows for simulations use. It also allows us to copy text from the one program GUI terminal and paste in the other. Next, using the GNOME terminal. The terminal can be started by following the menu chain applications accessories terminal or by pressing the shortcut key Ctrl plus Alt plus T. One major limitation of the text mode screen is that they can only display a fixed number of lines of text. The terminal, being a GUI window, can be moved, resized, minimized, and maximized just like any other window. When the entire contents of the CLI screen cannot be displayed in the window, it provides scroll bars again just like any other graphical program. Terminal stores the last several lines of output in memory and allows the user to scroll up and down through them. Sometimes we may want to have more than one terminals open. For example, while we are working in a terminal, we may need to use some command, but we might have for, forgotten how to use it. Fortunately, Unix and Linux has had online manuals from the early days. We may create a new tab using the File Open tab option or the Shift plus Control plus T, the Control plus Alt plus page up and Control plus Alt plus page down. Shortcut keys We may also use the shortcut keys Alt plus N to switch to the N terminal. A tab can be closed by clicking its close button using the mouse or the shortcut key Shift plus Control plus W. We may copy text from one terminal and paste in another to save typing. We may even copy text from some other GUI program like the OpenOffice.org word processor or the Firefox browser, where you might have some valuable help document open and paste in the terminal. We may select these options from the edit menu or use the terminal slightly different from convention. Keyboard shortcuts Shift plus Control plus C and Shift plus Control plus V for copy and paste. The terminal has the option keyboard shortcuts and the terminal has options keyboard shortcuts and profile preference in the edit menu. While the first option allows us to change the keyboard shortcuts, the second one gives us control over the appearance of the terminal as well as the some other options like scrolling. Next, manipulating files and directories. Ubuntu comes with file browser software called Noodles. The name Noodles here refers to the C creator, the picture of which is the icon for the Noodles software. Like many other GUI programs under Linux, it has a menu bar and a toolbar at the top and a status bar at the bottom. Between them, there is a content pane that displays files and folders. The menu bar and the toolbar provides the ability to take various actions, while the status bar shows some information party, pertinent to the current display. There is also a side pane on the left side of the content pane that displays some standard location and bookmarks. Network which display a list of other computers connected with this computer through a network and trash. Opening file and directories. You may double click a file or folder to open. A folder opens in the same Noodles window, replacing the current display of the content pane with the contents of that folders. When you double click a file, tries to find out the most appropriate program for opening it, launches that program and tells is to open the file. You may select the applications to be used for opening file or just click OK, in which case the attempt to open the file will be aborted. Among the common files types, text files open in the Gedit text editor. OpenOffice.org files open in their respective OpenOffice.org application. Image files open in the eye of GNOME application. Music files open with Rhythmbox music players and video files open with the Totem movie players. Next, different views in Neutals. We shall use the term files system object in this section to mean a file or a directory. The view can be selected by using the view selection tool near the right hand side of the toolbar or the shortcut keys Ctrl plus 1, Ctrl plus 2, Ctrl plus 3 can be used. In the icon view, each object is represented by an icon and its name. For many types of objects, the icon may even provide a thumbnail. Man, However, the list view also displays several the other details about the object like its size, type, and the date when the object was last modified. In the view, we may sort. This is very useful to find, say, the largest file or the latest file. In the list view, there is a plus icon just before folder. Clicking this icon displays the contents of the folder as well. At the same time, turning the plus expand icon into a minus icon. Clicking on the minus expand icon hides the contents of the folder. Creating a files and directory. A directory can be created inside the current directory by either selecting the option Create Folder from the File menu or by selecting the same option from the context menu. One may also use the keyboard shortcut Shift plus Control plus N. While a new file can also be created in a similar way using the Create Document option. That option is only useful for creating plain text file. The common way of creating a new file is to use the corresponding software application. Example, a new OpenOffice.org text document can be created using the software's writer program. A new image file can be created using the GIMP image editor. Selecting a files and directories. An object can be selected by single clicking on it. Multiple objects can be selected by single clicking them while holding down the control key. One end of the range and single clicking the other end while holding down the shift key. Our selection may include only files, only directories, or a mix of both as well. The context menu on a single selection can be invoked by right clicking the selected object.